Alright folks, well, just dropped little mama off at the airport. She's going to her sister's wedding. I got a 4-hour drive tonight to my sister's place in Rhinelander. I'm spending the night there. Gonna probably hunt in the morning. Just because, why the hell not? Pull my camera chip from a camera that's close to the field edge. That's like a 2-minute walk from the driveway where I park, so I'm gonna probably do that. I have a mock scrape that I built there, so I'm see if there's anything coming through, and I'll probably hunt that side of the field tomorrow. I got a stand hung on the east side. I'll probably be hunting the west side of our alfalfa and clover field, and maybe I'll get something in the morning. But if I do not, I'm going to be driving up by my aunt and uncle's place to do some electrical work for them, put some power in some sheds for them so they have that ability. And that's probably going to be the extent of the weekend. I might get out Sunday with my buddy Austin, kind of pre-planning that stuff now, but he doesn't know if he's gonna get out because he's got to work on Saturday, which is lame. But a man's got to pay his bills. But I'm on the way to grab some food. Probably stop at Taco Bell and ruin my stomach and have to stop 3 times on the way up north. But you know, it is what it is. I didn't have any lunch today, and I love quesadillas, so that's probably gonna be the strat for this evening. I will touch base with you guys if anything interesting happens, or if anything interesting happens, I'll touch base with you guys. If not, I'll probably see you in the tree stand in the morning, unless I have too many drinks tonight, which has happened in the past and may or may not happen again. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but if not, I'll just be hanging out with my sister for a little bit in the morning and then heading to my aunt and uncle's from there. I'll definitely be hunting Saturday evening, and then Sunday morning I'll try to get out in the stand. I'm not sure if they're moving super good in the morning or not, but we'll see. I'm supposed to have a cold front coming through, so I'm optimistic. You guys stay tuned.
What can we get for you today?
Do you guys have the quesadillas?
Yes, we do.
Can I get 2 chicken quesadillas and a Baja Blast, please?
What size Baja?
Medium.
Okay. Any sauce or anything else?
No sauce, please.
Alright, everything correct for you on the screen?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, that's going to be 1037 then. Thank you, and pull forward.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Your change.
Thank you. Awesome. Take it easy. Oh yeah, the Baja Blast. Thank you. Ooh. The bag has been secured. Alright, folks. Well, I am on the way to my aunt and uncle's place. Me and my nephew got out this morning and sat on the ground, kind of in a man-made little pinch point. We got the back of our pasture fence goes to like 15 yards from the wood line, and then, you know, comes up, so the deer will go along the edge of that and then come into our bigger field. We didn't see anything, didn't really hear anything. You know, nothing crashing through the woods or walking around. You know, it was a pretty quiet morning. Just got watched by the sheep pretty much all morning. That's about it. But I don't have super high hopes for, you know, up here until it starts getting chillier and them deer are forced to start moving, because it seems like they bed down and only move during the night or the really early morning. I got a picture of a doe in front of my camera at like 4:05 this morning, but I mean, it's pitch black outside. Well, it is what it is. But we are heading northwest, going to my aunt and uncle's place, and I will catch you guys when we get there. Hopefully we'll get that work done that we need to on my aunt and uncle's sheds that they bought. We're running power to them, so hopefully we get that work done pretty quick. And then I'll get to hunt this evening, which shouldn't be an issue. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to leave early. I'm going to fly back down south to Sheboygan, hunt my spot down there, maybe meet up with my buddy Austin at another spot that he knows, and maybe film him hunt, or split up and both of us will hunt. I know he's got his cameras and stuff with him, so we'll see how that goes. I'm sure you guys will see some clips of him throughout the season, whether it be deer, you know, bow hunting, gun hunting, or ice fishing, or open water fishing. Just at some point, you guys are going to see that guy. But I will. I'll let you guys know. Anything interesting happens along the way, I'll try to do my best to record it, or I'll see you guys at my aunt and uncle's. You guys hang tight. Stay tuned. Right there in the side of the old deal. Well, folks, we are here. Do a little bit of electrical work, and then I think we'll be hunting. Stay tuned. I think Auntie Jamie and Uncle Herb are in town, so I'm just gonna hang out here till they get here. Snuck out to the stand, got some limbs cut, and I'm pretty much just sitting
I put it in, okay.
There we go. Okay. Whew. That's pretty windy for the fire.
It's the only time that we see
Look how
deer.
big that mama is. Look at that one in the back.
Yeah, I mean,
Look how big she is.
she's just hanging out.
They just stare at you.
That's a little one. Yeah, it's like a little one. Probably like last year's, yearling. It's this year's, and then that's the two mama does. That's some big girls. I guess we'll just let you guys go then. All right, get it together. All right, folks. Well, pretty uneventful day in the Northwoods here. Well, Saturday was uneventful. Me and Herbie and Auntie Jamie grabbed some breakfast this morning. And I just left, helped them do some electrical work. Like I said before, had an awesome steak dinner. My Uncle Herb is like one of the best cooks that I've probably ever had the pleasure of eating their food. That's for sure. I don't think that man's ever made a meal that I haven't absolutely loved, but it's about the only thing we got besides breakfast. There's no deer. Seen some turkeys. My aunt had 3 deer come out by her. She doesn't have a doe tag. I do, and that's just how she goes sometimes. But I'm currently on the road, flying down to Sheboygan now. I got a 4.5-hour drive. Get the stand there. I'm gonna roll this window up because this is ridiculous. Guy's passing me up. He's probably who's that dude recording himself in his car while he's driving. But yeah, flying down to Sheboygan. Gonna get the stand. It said GPS says I'll probably get there by like 3:02, but I know that we're gonna beat that. We're probably gonna end up stopping, so actually it might end up being later than that. But it is what it is. Probably stop and grab something to eat before we get there. But you guys hang tight. Hopefully we'll get something shaking for you. I'm going to pull a camera card in one of my spots, see what the deal is with the deer there, see if they're coming through it all. If they are, I probably will sit there. That'll be the little, there's like a little 2-3 acre little thicket that I hunt that's surrounded by a field. Same farm, but just on the other side of the road. So I'm hoping that maybe that'll pan out for me. That's usually a good rut spot. It seems like the does hang out in there and then they filter out into the fields. It's just a little area for them to stage and then they go and the bucks are out. Usually almost always in there giving them hell, pushing them around. I've had some pretty good opportunities in there. Never sealed the deal on anything. But my aunt's seen a 12 in there. I've seen a 12 and an 8. Both the same night, one time, pushing one single doe around inside there, just never could get a shot. But yeah, the goal is just I mean, at some point something's got to give and I'll get a deer within range to take a shot. But appreciate you guys watching and seeing the old failures in the woods, because that's, the realisticness of what we do as a sport is you don't always plug deer, that's for sure. You can try and try and try. Sometimes you get lucky and you can, it seems like you almost don't have to try, and then sometimes you really got to work for it. Sit as much as you can. Get out in the woods as much as you can. Scout as much as you can. Get cameras out, wherever you can. And never stick to one area just because, I learned that this year that you can't hang a stand, shoot deer out of it for a couple years, never move, never change anything up on it. Just go there and just think that stand's going to keep on giving you deer. It doesn't work that way. Depending on what trees are dropping acorns when, what's planted where, the deer movement will change up. You could think that you're on a heavy deer trail and it looks like it's beaten down, but they haven't used that trail in 2 years. Once they beat a trail down, it'll be there for a while. Some trails are summer trails that they use to get to food and from water, and then spring or fall comes around and they change their movements up. They take different trails, go to different areas, different bedding. And this year I'm really starting to realize that. Oh, we got a copper here up here. I think. Oh, maybe not. Guy in front of me slammed on the brakes, so we're going slow. No, it's Dodge Dakota. Yeah, no, that's what I learned a lot lately is you kind of gotta switch it up. You gotta change your stand positions. You gotta move around. Stay mobile. That's the biggest thing. I mean, if you hunt presets, that's fine. I mean, I do. Properties that I hunt have preset, pre-hung stands that I just maintain every year, but I mean, sometimes you got to be mobile. I have a mobile setup, my Lone Wolf, my sticks, where I can get up in almost any tree. So, I mean, you can observe the movements from your presets. Sometimes they're not coming in to your pre-hung setups because something changed in their little life that they got, and they're taking different trails and moving differently to get from place to place. And you just gotta be able to make a move, get down, move your stand. I mean, you can move your presets, but why do that if they're in a good spot? You know, just because, you know, that spot isn't producing right now doesn't mean you have to move it, but having some sort of mobile setup really changes the game. And, you know, it really increases the amount of deer you see if you can stay mobile. For me, so far, it's been kind of rough, but in years past, I mean, it's really paid off for me being able to observe where the deer are coming through consistently and then move you know, take my Lone Wolf out with my sticks and then put a stand up and then make a kill usually that same night, or, you know, or come back to it a day or two later and make a kill in a spot where you've been seeing deer moving 100 yards away from you consistently and not coming in close enough to give you a shot, moving your stand and then taking a deer out of it's kind of gratifying. So I mean, just remember that. Don't stay with, you know, your two options, you know, always trying to have a plan C, D, you know, always have different plans in place for, you know, stuff isn't working out. You have some preset stands that, you know, only really work for certain winds because of where the deer bred, so I just don't even sit in them because the wind's not right on the day that I'm hunting. But anyways, I'm gonna stop blabbering and I'm going to get on the road here. Well, I'm already on the road, but I'm gonna keep on trucking along, and I'll catch you guys when I'm probably getting out of the truck to go hunt. You guys stay tuned. Alright folks, well, camera pull number 1 wasn't really lucrative. 2 does and a spike, and they're all in the middle of the night, so that's fine. I'm gonna head back into the big timber here and hang my set somewhere else than I did last time I was in here. That wasn't a very good spot that I was in, but we're gonna give her a go. So I'll catch you guys in the stand. Alright folks, well, we got back in here. Not too far off the ground, maybe 12 foot, but I have this field behind me here. This part of it is all clover. Top part's corn, I'm sure you guys can. The deer like to cruise this tree line and then come in down here to this corner and then go into this swamp for bedding. And then also the deer come from behind me and then they shoot up and go along this other field edge here. So hopefully we'll get into something. We're not high off the ground, but hopefully we'll be able to get on them before they see us get drawn back, and then hopefully let her hammer down. It is windier than sin out here. Holy boy. This tree is just a rocket. Just had 3 does step out onto the field, and believe it or not, we actually got about 8 more minutes of shooting light, and she's coming right this way. Well, folks, that's gonna do it for the weekend's activities. I ended up seeing 6 tonight, and they ended up coming out of the wood line that I was sitting in, but down on the other end of the field. and never really came in. I still had 15 minutes of legal shooting light left, but because of the overcast, it got dark a little bit quicker. I couldn't get nothing on camera, and they were way too far away to film with my phone, so it is what it is. It just looked like 2 does, maybe 3 does and a small buck from what I could see. I just seen them running around in the field. There was nothing crazy, but I ended up seeing some. At least now I know that I gotta adjust my plan a little bit, even more. You know, that's just it's just how things go. Some years, you know, you're stacked in them, and you know, you're plugging deer left and right. And some years they really make you grind for it. But next weekend, me and the old lady will be back out on the farm here. I know she's getting antsy to shoot one. She just likes to get deer. That's her thing. She loves that shit, man. Couldn't ask for anything better though. But I'll be trying to put another doe on the ground. Our meat's getting a little bit low, so now, I mean, we're gonna have to put things in overdrive a little bit. Probably start hunting mornings. We don't normally sit mornings, but maybe that'll be on the agenda. Who knows? But yeah, shit. Until next time, guys.